I have a meat stick in my hand. That's how much I fucking care.
Wow, we heard that on stream. I just want you to know that.
What?
Like, that's a thing that just happened. Apparently, you know, Amanda has meat sticks, and everyone should know this because meat sticks. Okay.
From Vermont.
From Vermont.
6 grams of protein.
Okay. Well,
80
you know.
calories.
We know we're
No
supposed to go
carbs.
live in like a minute, right? Like, actually, like, go live?
I'm shoving in my mouth now.
Wow. I don't know what that was. That was weird. That's weird.
It's a lot of stuff's happening right now.
Hey, listen, buddy. Calm down, all right? Like, you getting a little crazy over there, and we just need you, like, take it a notch down. No one needs to see any of this. No one even knows that we're live. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Whatever.
Fine. I'm fine.
Fine.
You're fine.
It's
We're
fine.
all fine.
It's fine.
It's
It's fine. Fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hit the button, and we're gonna play this transition, and we're gonna play this new video, this new intro, this thing. Hope everyone's there is ready, even though we were supposed to be live 5 minutes ago. And
Fine.
you know,
Fine.
it's fine. It's fine.
It's okay.
Fine. It'll be part of the YouTube bloopers, apparently.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Yeah. It'll be fine. I'm good. I'm happy with that.
I mean, you should be happy with it, because if you're not happy with it, I don't know what to do. Hello and welcome to the Next Level Talk Show. I am your host Torben, along with my co-host Amanda. If this is your first time here on the Next Level, we are an education-based talk show helping influencers, industry professionals, and fans understand how the industry looks and evaluates data. We're based on education, evaluation, and analytics. That is the goal of our show and the focus that we have.
Why are we saying this?
I love
What's
it.
happening?
Thanks so much, Torben. And a huge shout out to our sponsors, Blue Microphone. They are the absolute top of the line.
We've been live.
Best in class audio equipment. You can
Our
see
intro's
Torben
playing.
and I here have our handy dandy booms and our mics, as well as Shot Call, which is a platform that helps creators link up with their community as well as monetize.
See, now we're going to transition to actually be on you know, in people's face, because now the video played, and crap, look at that, the lighting's terrible behind me. I need to shut the window.
Apparently the intro has an echo.
Your face has an echo. Don't care, doesn't matter. Life is over. Life as we know it is over.
Life has an echo.
Life has an echo. Everything has an echo. Welcome everyone. We are the Next Level. Terrible show that doesn't know how to do intros and gets, you know, everything wrong all the time.
We're working on it.
At least we're working on something. So today we have our wonderful, amazing, fantastic guy who's actually taller than me, friend DapperJameson, and let's pull this sucker on, because apparently someone has a front page thing going on later on.
I got stuff going, dude. I am taller than you, by the way, which is
like
super,
that much.
But it's such a weird feeling because you rarely ever see. I never get the opportunity to look anybody in the eyes, and so whenever I first met you, it was like I love at actual first sight, me and you, just solely based off of size.
100% love at first sight. Like we didn't even know how to handle each other. That's how much love we had going on. Hey, listen, lady, you have your people and I have my people. All right, Dap is one of my people. Like, just leave it alone. I'm gonna turn things on that I was supposed to have on previous to the show because I was literally like scrambling to get stuff done.
Just a well-oiled machine this crew is right here.
Super amazing.
Boys and girls.
Like, just, you know, my lights aren't even on. My other things are. What am I doing?
I don't know, but I love it. I love where we're at right now. Things are looking good. You've got an incredible background. We've got Amanda here, whose hair looks incredible today. She was telling us all about it in
5
Discord
minutes ago,
prior.
That's not what you were saying. That's not what you were saying.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's looking and feeling great.
That's okay.
You've got great hair. Torben's got great hair. We're all looking great.
I mean, I can get my wigs.
Oh God.
I have many.
No.
Like no joke, I have many. So, you know, if you want to go down that route, let's go down that route.
Okay, let's get weird.
Why not, right? Like, there's no reason not to. So, you know, Dap, thanks for so much for coming on the show. As we told you before, our goal here is to educate. And, you know, with me, I've been working with you forever and trying to, you know, help you grow in individual ways. And so I'm super happy you're on the show and working with us here, because this is going to be a heck of a lot of fun for me. Because, You know that I've been wanting to do this with you for a while, and now,
man,
I'm like rubbing my hands together.
I know you've it's funny because I think back to it, man, and you know you've been a part of everything that I've built or tried to build since literally the very beginning. The first time I met you at DreamHack Austin, I had literally just started taking this seriously. So that was when like schedule had come into place and I had decided this is what I want to do, and you've been here literally every step of the way. It's wild.
Yeah, and this is something that I tell a lot of people is like, when you find people that you fully believe in and you commit to that person, right?
Right.
And it's not just half-assed, and it's not just one or two things. Ask Amanda; she has people she fully commits to as well. And
right.
like her content creators, she's mom, right? Those are her babies, and she takes care of them just like they're her babies. And you will be damned if you fuck with her or one of them. Like that's just kind of how it is. And so as industry people, we gravitate towards different people and try to help individuals. And I firmly believe in the content that you produce and build, and that's why I was kind of hesitant to pull you on at first, because I was like, all right, we need to get our kinks worked out, which clearly you saw didn't fucking work at all. So
I'm telling you, man, this crew here has got it together. Got it together.
So have you ever talked to Amanda before? Do you know anything about her?
No, literally, this is the first time.
This
is the first time ever speaking.
Stranger.
Wow.
Actually.
Absolute stranger to me.
So Amanda, why don't you tell Dap a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you come from, so that he knows what he's about to get into and how hard he's going to get grilled.
I feel like we should keep it short because we have him for 24 minutes. So I'll just TLDR it. I co-own an advertising and talent management agency.
Okay.
And I'm very straightforward and direct. I have to have
Perfect.
this conversation similar to Torben all the time, where we don't have time to sugarcoat shit, because it'll take a 15-minute conversation, turn it into a 45-minute conversation. And I love content creators so much. Ain't nobody got time for that. So
hey, and I'm all about that. I'm all about that all across the board. Let's get to it.
Yeah, but so many people appreciate the directness and straightforwardness and honesty,
right,
because some people are too scared to actually just be like, hey man, this is what you need to do.
Yeah,
these are my thoughts. They want to tiptoe around it. Nobody wants to have hurt fifis because everyone's sensitive in 2020. And
100%. We're in the cancel culture, baby. But yeah, no, I'm right there. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the grill session today. I know that there will be no feeling spared, and that's the way I like it.
All right, buddy. Well, we're gonna jump straight in. Amanda, I'm on Twitter, so you know. I've been having network problems with my computer. I'm going to stutter stop it then.
There it is. Yes, it is. There we go. Let's go.
Give me 1 second. I got to get your video back because it decided to die on me suddenly. And
honestly, this is his fault because he criticized my hair about 10 minutes ago, and I feel like it was karma. I'm just going to put that out there.
I completely agree with that statement.
Wait, are we talking about me? Because I feel like this is definitely
We're literally talking about you. For Chad, who wasn't there during our audio and video testing, his audio test was my hair looks better than Amanda's. So I'm just gonna put that out there as bad juju.
I don't know what we're talking about right now. I mean, it sounds like a pretty accurate statement, but again, I don't know what we're talking about right now.
You are the reason that our stream went down. Yeah.
It's okay. We're back up and running now.
There we go. All right, we got video and Twitter's up. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on with my internet connection. It just kind of decided to just flop on me for some reason. Hopefully we don't have any more issues today.
Got faith. Full faith.
100%. Full faith. All right, go.
Okay, so are we able to see it now?
Yeah, we're on his Twitter page. Do you want his analytics? Because I got his analytics up too.
Yeah. I want the analytics.
All right,
That's
there
where
you
I
go.
wanted to start. Cool. Okay. So analytics. We love to go into these and look at a few different things. One thing is the amount of tweets that you put out per month.
Okay.
28 days. That's super important. What we always preach is about 355 at a minimum. At an absolute minimum, you're about 200 short of that. Just about. But that's
so
not
many tweets.
all.
It's not.
Hold please, sir. God, so impatient. What? So, what we like to say is 2 to 3 origin tweets. So that's coming from you, just saying whatever.
Okay.
That's retweets and also comments. So there needs to be at least those interactions. We say about 6 per day.
Okay.
And it could be anything from profound words of wisdom from the great Albert Einstein all the way up to bullshit shower talk where you just write, my hair's better than at Leilani's and drop it in there. So it could be
definitely going to be a lot more of that.
Yeah. And it's some people like to do these like inspirational things. Some people like to post like a thought of the day, but like it could be all nonsense. Like we literally had someone on our show a couple weeks ago who put like a question mark, one symbol tweet, and it got insane engagement, like
4,000 likes,
man. And it was
what?
bullshit.
And 2,000 retweets.
It was total bullshit. Yeah.
2020, man, weird place. Okay, more engagement. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. So that's a really big thing. So that's my number one thing that I stress to work on is just kind of getting that up. And I'll be honest, I've been personally not terribly inspired the last couple of weeks. I've struggled to get my 6 in per day. Like, it's hard, but it just takes practice and just takes work.
It's rough.
Yeah, but I try to practice what we preach, but dude, it's not easy. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's a lot of tweeting, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have that. I don't know. I mean, obviously I'll work towards it, but
Dap, here's what you need to do. Honestly, sit on the toilet and tweet. Like,
dude, I'm on the toilet a lot too.
Right.
If anybody knows me and my stream,
stop
we're out here
surfing
pooping.
the internet and
we're
tweet.
out here pooping. Let's do it.
You could even type that. So that's like our biggest recommendation would be that.
Okay.
Second thing we look at is impressions. So when I sell through brand deals and sponsorships and I sell a Twitter post on something, this is what I look at. And I think that if you jack up all those numbers on the amount of tweets, dude, I can't do these bangs. Oh my God.
Someone keep a count. Someone keep a count.
She was so proud of those bangs before this. So proud.
So
Chat, I need a counter. That was like what, 3 at this point?
I want to touch it again too, man. I want to touch it again. But so I think we'll see your impressions skyrocket up to 700,000, 800,000, 900,000 K when we get your engagement up. And that's even just like what comes into play is like mentions and just like chit-chatting back and forth with someone in a thread. Like it just gets that engagement, your name gets out there more, and it just kind of pushes you through. Like I joke that I have like Twitter best friends because I have a few people that always comment on my stuff because we have like the same humor and the same, whatever, and you start seeing the same people and you almost start to like build this fun community around just like the shit you post, and it's like dumb. It's not like doesn't have to be crazy. So those are really the main things. Torben, is there anything that I'm missing or anything you'd like to elaborate on?
Absolutely. So we're gonna go into your Twitter. So I love a lot of the stuff that you happen on your Twitter. The one thing I will say, and you do this, is stop fucking doing going lives, dude. It's
really?
It's not helping you.
Really?
If you look at your engagement overall, a tweet from you on an average engagement versus something that's a going live post gets such low traction that there's literally no point. Unless you have some new content, like you're gonna be on the front page or you're gonna do something that's banging, don't do it. Drop photos, drop merch, drop whatever. That shit is dope. Like that's what people want to see from you, not the going live crap. This going live crap, look.
Super hate to interrupt, but we just get some feedback from our mod that we are getting a feedback loop for audio that's giving Dapper and myself reverb. What that means, I don't fucking know.
So did you turn your mic off in OBS Ninja, Amanda?
Hold, please. Nope.
Yeah, so that's the problem.
All right, we okay now?
So we're good now because she was. Yeah, there's the feedback loop.
Right.
For that.
Mod, can you double check, please?
Anyway, you have to talk either way.
Yeah.
So what?
Talking.
All I'm
Let me
saying
know
is
if it
like
fixes.
if you're gonna drop your Spotify, if you're gonna drop this is good engagement, but you look at your other engagement, it's not exceptional. And so if you work on your engagement as far as like pushing out, then you're gonna have better interactions overall. And going lives, like your audience knows when you're gonna stream. You don't need to tell them all the time. If you're gonna change content, dope. If you're not gonna change content, you know, like that's the only reason why you would want to do it.
Okay.
Torben, the sound is still there. The reverb is still there. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help.
Hold, please.
Thank you. Anyway, so but does that make sense as to
yeah,
why?
absolutely. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I haven't been told. I've been told that similar in the past, but not in a sense of engagement wise, because people used to be like, yeah, you should tweet when you go live and then after a day delete it or something like that. And like, dude, I'm not going back and deleting stuff. I'm not going to go back.
The reason they suggest deleting it is because they know it's bad practice
to
do it in the first place. And when you look at anyone that's been on our show, or you even look at your own going live post, it's just crap anyway. So unless you're really on top of it and deleting it, which I still don't even think you should do anyway, when I have a brand that when I recommend you for a sponsored gaming deal or for a product or whatever it may be, and they look at your Twitter and they see you have 5 engagements here, 5 likes there, 7, it lowers their impression of you. Even if your other stuff gets incredible impressions, that devalues you. So I'm having to explain why you're worth more than you are. What they think.
Yeah. Okay.
So also be careful with how much you're retweeting. You retweet a lot of other people's content. You need to be a lot more original. I understand you're trying to promote your fans, and that's completely fine, but be sparing with it. Because if you look at this, all of this is retweet. Yeah. Like it's just all, and it's not original content. So with Twitter, you want original content, and that's the one recommendation I'm going to give you there. And even with this, like, yes, this is new content, and this is a hilarious clip. If Trey's in chat, fuck you. But beyond that, like the rest of this stuff, you want to look at your engagement and where things are going. Like this was an awesome thing. This is super cool. Just having this post about where to go, that's engaging with your community. That's what you should be doing more often.
Okay, makes sense.
That's the only things I had as far as feedback for that.
Okay,
I
cool.
like it. Yeah, I'm on the same page, Torben. Do we want to jump over to Instagram? I love a good Instagram.
Instagram.
So weird saying my own stuff.
Wait, take me back up.
Where, I'm not that far. I'm right here. Didn't go anywhere.
Thank you. I need to get my handy dandy calculator out.
Oh my!
We all know the math that I do. It's my math. It's my special
she's doing math.
Okay, scroll down. Go down.
Okay, I'm scrolling. Like 104, 175, 246,
Beautiful.
372, 293, 120 or 121, 351.
Ooh.
Look at 196.
the difference in the engagement, though. I'd like to kind of evaluate that first. What are the things that are getting 300 plus, and what are the things not? It looks like when you have your mic out, what are you doing in these?
Let's find out.
Dapper, it's your turn.
Oh God.
All right, I'm
this
ready
is
to be funny.
are you gonna have audio for this?
A couple seconds, okay?
They can hear it.
Okay.
All right. Hold on, chat. Sabías que puedas birthday gratis con tu cuenta de Amazon Prime?
Okay, what happened?
Oh, sí, Papa Grande, DapperJameson necesita
it's my buddy. It's my buddy Josh giving me he's a Italian white dude who's giving me a Amazon Prime shout out in full-fledged Spanish, and it's pretty funny. He was talking about how if I got enough subs, I wouldn't have to be a male stripper anymore. It's pretty funny.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
it's pretty good.
Okay. I like
it's pretty good.
but his videos on average get better than his actual still
Static
pictures.
posts. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, that's actually really interesting. I guess I don't really have any like criticisms around that because I think it's good to mix it up. But I think that should be good for you to know, even though yes, this is your Instagram and you see it. I think it's good to really understand that your videos perform at least twice as well as static posts because
the guy on the left there, the guy on the left of that picture, that's who was giving me that Amazon Prime in Spanish.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So yeah. But yeah, okay,
So
you know that makes sense. Definitely.
Yeah. So what I typically look at when it comes to engagement is I take the number of likes on a post and I divide it by the number of followers you have to get the percentage of engagement of your audience.
Okay.
So if you take a post that has, let's say 120, which is like the static post, and divide it by it, that's around 7%, which is still not bad because the status quo is around 5% for the average person. And we're not talking about someone like Jeffree Star or any of these really famous people, but like the average content creator gets about 5%. So anything above it's great. So you're at 7% for your static posts, and let's do some more math. And about 18% for your videos. So that's really awesome to see that type of engagement for your content, which only means that you are more valuable and worth more money.
Hey-o. That's what we like to hear, right?
Is this your emo one, Dap? This
that's
one?
The one that you clipped. You actually clipped that, and I posted that a while. That was right when I moved in, man. I just moved in here.
Yeah, that's
a good one. Look at my hair. My hair looks way better there.
I'm not going to go into it, but you know,
that's fine.
That's the type of content that should be on Twitter. That's the type of stuff that you should be pushing as far as like, because that's funny content. And then you should like take that, and you might already do it now, but that should be your primary thing that you're pushing as far as like when someone's clipping you, someone's doing something funny, because you're a funny guy on stream. You need to take that and translate that into your social media more.
For sure. Okay.
But yeah, anyways, here's his analytics if you want to see that.
I'm like kind of over Instagram analytics. They don't really do much for me. I know. It's kind of like on a post basis. I'm just saying I'm evolving and learning as a person, Torben. And this is just what I'm finding.
Okay.
They are useless for me.
Yeah. Hey, good to know. Hey, we're gonna move on.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna touch on his. I want to touch on his Twitch in a minute, but let's actually go to stats. So I'm gonna drop us over to Solinum.
Yeah.
So for everyone in chat, Solinum is an analytics tool that the industry uses to take a look at people, their statistics over 90 days, 180 days, 360 days, and Twitch Tracker is the other one that's heavily used. These are the two primary things that we look at when we're evaluating content creators as a whole, because this actually gives us a little bit more granular data. This is how I knew that you had a 35,000 boost. Dap.
Yeah. Smile.
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 So yeah, I'll let you run with this first, Amanda, and then I'm gonna get into a couple things with it.
Okay, little education for everyone. So how we price content creators is based on your average concurrent for the last 30 days. So that's what a lot of companies look at. That's what I look at when I'm evaluating content creators for whether it's signing with my advertising talent management agency or even just getting you on a deal. Clients typically have size constraints. You know, we want a content creator who averages 100 concurrents or 50 concurrents or 1,000. This is the tool that we all use like industry wide to be able to see where you're at.
Okay, cool.
So it's super important. So it's less like criticism. Can you go to the 30-day, Torben?
Yeah. This is actually, so he's popped off. I will say that in the last 30 days because of something he's currently doing, which is why he's going to be on the front page later on.
Smile. Woo!
Smile.
A page. Smile.
Yeah. So like that's really awesome to see you're inching up towards 100. To me, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being under 100. But as someone who's, it seems like you want to be predominantly a streaming content creator.
Of course.
This is like, once you break that 100, you just keep creeping up is really what happens. So that's kind of like the goal is like break that 100 and brand deals, partnerships are all going to start to become easier, a lot more available.
Right.
Yeah, just in general. So Something to note, and this is what I wanted to bring up. So this happens sometimes, especially when, and this is a number that I saw because I went into Dap's channel the other day and I was like, wait, why does he have 60,000 followers? Like, this is super, super weird. And so I actually asked the question live on chat. I was like, yo, man, did you have a huge follower increase? And he's like, well, yeah, I was up on.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Not yet.
It just keeps on.
Now we're on.
There we go. Okay. I apologize, guys. For some reason, my computer today is just having a clusterfuck of a problem trying to actually focus and be relevant. So I keep on dropping my internet, and I don't know why. So I'm going to work on it after the show. I apologize. This is not normal. Normally we don't drop, but I'm gonna like leave it at this. Dap, your numbers are going up steadily. I know that you have a lot of great content. I know that what you're doing right now is very exceptional, and you're building things out. So keep on doing what you're doing, as we talked about the other day. Don't let that view bot discourage you, because people are assholes.
Yeah, man, that kind of bummed me out a little bit, you know, once I really started thinking about it. I mean, obviously it always sucks regardless, because it puts a big damper on me, because I try to be as interactive as I can with chat and everything that's going on. But so when, you know, if something happens in the middle of, you know, 30,000 followers, it's pretty hard to keep up with alerts. So yeah, you know, and then really looking back on it and thinking about all the negatives. Anyways, it sucks, but it's something that just has to be dealt with.
I mean, the one thing I will say about this, because I'm going to switch over to you know, Twitch Tracker real quick. You're consistent as fuck. Like,
I try to be, that's for sure. I try to be.
It shows. I mean, all you have to see is literally all these green dots that you see here are all the times that you stream. You have very few days that you don't.
Yeah, I just recently started trying to take Sundays off, just because, I mean, for mental. But other than that, you know, I don't get me wrong, I'm definitely late sometimes, but no, I always try and be here as best I can.
Yeah, and I mean,
any content creators that start like on the dot, like I follow Asmongold, and his start time is 8 a.m. but like he deviates like 8:06, 8:07, 8:15. Like I don't think it phases anybody. But it's not like he says 8 and then shows up at 10:30. Like I think that's a big difference.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a ton here. I do want to, you know, touch on your analytics that you did share with us. And great. So with your stream itself, like I said, you know, you have all of your links and everything everywhere. I would encourage finding a consolidation link and a way to consolidate your stuff down, because you are starting to get a lot. Right, that way you don't have so much going on down here. If you had a consolidation link, it would be a lot better and a lot cleaner. Just in general. So that's the one piece of feedback I had for this specifically. Around just like your because you want to be able to impact people quickly, and because you have 15 seconds with them, like looking at that 15 seconds, if they're not, you know, reviewing it and going, okay, cool, that's pertinent data. If you have a link and it's easy for them to get through, especially people like industry people, where you have a consolidated link and then I can see everything, your entire portfolio, it helps me a ton, because then I don't have to go hunt for every single thing in every different medium that you may have. Not
Makes
saying
sense.
you have more,
sure.
but just in general.
Okay, cool.
It's always good to link tree.
Linktree.
Yeah, Linktree.
Right.
Don't really care so much about average view. Like this is cool information, but you know, at the end of the day, it's not super relevant to what we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah. It is time we must release him to the wild.
Oh, do you have to? I don't want.
I got 5 more. Let's go 5 more.
Okay. Well, YouTube.
Shame.
No, don't.
Go
Shush,
5 more.
Shush. YouTube, go.
5-minute warning on the dot.
YouTube, let's go.
I'm on
Okay.
YouTube
Yeah, let's
right
talk
now.
about it.
Go.
So,
I'm on YouTube. What are you waiting for?
Hello?
I'm thinking of what to say.
Okay, fine. I'll go. So, all right, with YouTube, I would start doing more clips as far as like 10 to 15 minutes, somewhere in there.
Right.
Your bigger videos that you're doing your podcast on are dope and good information, but you don't have a lot of traction on them. And the reason why I say that is you look down at your other stuff down here, 11 months ago, stuff like that. Things that have, 10 minutes are getting way more traction. Even this that had 1 minute had so much more traction than any of your longer videos.
Yeah.
So think about shortening that time frame down quite a bit to help in more engagement. Like even this one that's for 2 years ago, but still, like what did you do in this video that has more traction than one that has, was posted 5 days ago and has, 55 views?
Right.
Like that's what I would look at as from a YouTube perspective. You are pretty consistent, which is good. And being consistent is good on YouTube. At least 2 to 3 times a week is primary what we want to shoot for. And then just make sure that it's super relevant to your audience, whatever you're doing.
Right. Yeah. So my the thing that I'm really trying to dive into is I want to create content in different avenues. I'm not saying like spread myself thin, but I take a genuine interest in doing podcasts and like talking with other streamers, that kind of thing, and friends, whatever it may be. So for me, like the ultimate goal would be to upload a couple podcasts and then also upload some form of gaming, something that's really relevant to the Twitch, like exactly what I do type thing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think a big thing for that, like, because that makes sense, that a lot of other content creators do, is they'll actually create multiple channels. I know people feel very differently about this, but I've had a few guys now do it, and it's been very successful because, so again, like my advice and my outlook is from a place of monetization, and getting you partnerships and sponsorships. So when you have videos that do 1K plus, and then you have videos that do 57, your average view per video is going to be really, really low.
Right. Yeah.
So like when we had Daddy on, for example, a suggestion to him is put your D&D stuff on one channel, put all of your Tarkov stuff on something else, because your Tarkov is going to kill it. D&D is amazing and love it, but these 2-3 hour long videos just don't tend to perform as well.
Right.
So it just depends on your goals and like what you're looking to achieve.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all. I mean, YouTube, for the most part, you have unique branding across. Also, Linktree here. It's going to help you. I was going to touch on your merch store, but I know that you got to go, so I don't want to take you too much more of your time. That way, we
got 2 minutes if you want to jump into it real quick.
Plug his merch. Plug the merch.
Always plug merch.
I killed the merch off because I killed the link off. Let me go find it real quick.
Yeah. It's just, let me help you out. It's shop.DapperJameson.com.
Oh, look, I already have that.
DapperJameson.com.
Here it is. Boom.
Boom.
We already talked about this a little bit. I would work on these right here so that they're very apparent, because the icons this isn't eye-catching. The same feedback I gave to Jake the Viking the other day. I was like, dude, you have these links here, but it's not eye-catching, right? No one's gonna realize that that's what that is without the stupid little icon. Why? Because that's what it freaking is. So just put the icon there, and I think that will solve that problem. And or put them at the very top, like right here, like put all your socials right here so that it's easily clickable at the very top as soon as you load in. Beyond that, I mean, I see that you embedded your stream.
I did. Took the advice of a good friend.
Good job there. This is yet another way that you can promote your medium and have people take a look at your page while you're live.
Yeah, I'll definitely be implementing that. That's great advice. The links on there are it definitely needs to be taken care of. I'm gonna write that down.
Beyond that, did you have anything else, Amanda, that you want to go over now that we are at time?
I think what you said about the merch store and about the links and just making it more obvious, it's very easy to like visually breeze past stuff. So just to make it super obvious, because guys like Torben, people like myself, when we're going through and looking for people's links and it's kind of like hidden and not obvious, it's just like us spending time looking. We want it to be like, boom, this is where I am. Because
here it is.
May run across your merch, never knew that you made YouTube videos or streamed or did anything, and they're like, oh shit, this is cool. So just plugging different ways for people to find your other channels is it's no skin off your back just to have it there.
Okay, so perfect. I would focus on make it so a 2-year-old could find you everywhere. Like take it that far back of like keep it as stupid simple as you possibly can, so there's no way whatsoever they can mistake anything, right? Like they can't, if it's so stupid apparent what it is, they can't misunderstand that, right? There's no misunderstanding there. So that's why I say make consolidated things as much as you can.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Well, we really appreciate you being on. I know that you have to go.
Yeah, man. I obviously, you know, we kind of ran out a little bit of time. I would have loved to get a real proper grilling session. So maybe we revisit this soon.
We're gonna revisit this. Like we're gonna circle back after you're done with a couple of things, and we'll circle back and we'll have a bigger conversation. Because I'd love to get your story about where you've come from and what you've done, and just kind of talk about, you know, how you've driven and like the directions you've gone.
Right. Absolutely. And I'm totally open to it. You let me know when. Let's get it scheduled.
Yeah, man. So all right, guys. Well, we are gonna let Dap go because he's got a front page slot coming up here soon. Go follow him, go watch him, go check him out. If you don't know where to check him out, we are dropping his links in chat. So
more tweets.
I will tweet more. I'm gonna be tweeting a lot of poop stuff. I'm super excited.
I can't wait. I'm excited. Please tag me when you do.
I'll tag you for sure. You're gonna regret that, I promise.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, I'm very appreciative. Thanks for having me on. It really does mean a lot for real.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll be right back in a few minutes, guys, and transition into our next segment. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I'm excited.
So chat, I don't know what's happening over here in party, but y'all are freaking out for no reason. Like what?
It's like a party, and I feel like I missed that party.
I feel like there's something going on here that we're not really involved in, and people are just like hype chatting for some reason. I'm not really sure. Like, this is a Pride Bee though. I don't feel like it's a Pride Bee. You missed out. What did we miss out on? Like,
someone explain?
Please, I'm very confused. My brain is hurting. All right, so hi guys, welcome back. You know, hopefully I don't have any more internet issues because, you know, fuck my internet. I don't know what it's doing. My computer's just deciding to, hey, you just give me the middle finger. It's really fun. Really fun.
It's okay. We'll get it sorted out.
We'll figure it out eventually, but
so
you know,
this segment, Torben, what are we talking about right now?
We're talking about, you know, the thing that I'm struggling with at the current moment, which is mental health, and you know why it's so important to maintain and manage that throughout just anything in general. So honestly, just to be transparent with you guys and what's going on, like I'm struggling right now because I'm very upset with myself because I can't produce a good show. And so even myself during the show, I'm having struggles of being upset. And so I'm trying to self-regulate during the show so that I don't project that onto the show and other people. So this is one example of why, you know, being on Twitch and streaming, it can be a very stressful thing and very detrimental to someone's mental health as an overall. And why it's so important to not just talk about it, but also have resources to know who you can talk about, because it's not fun, right? I'm here just like raging internally because I keep on dropping internet and it keeps on dropping on you guys, and that's not what we want. That's not what the show's about. You know, we want to be here to educate and help support and build this out and be, you know, a resource. And we can't do that if I can't even get my freaking computer to do what it's supposed to do. So
also, devil's advocate, be easier on yourself, because we're also learning. In case we forget, man, this is show number 9.
Yeah.
10? Like, what are we like, dude? This was not even a blip. Like, we were back in March. I didn't think of this. We had just met back in February. Like, dude, we're killing it. You're killing it. We'll get that shit sorted out. And if we need to get you a new computer, like, we'll plug what we need to plug and make it happen, because we have amazing people that support our channel, and we'll get things fixed. So just don't fucking throw it because we need it for tomorrow. Throw it later. Throw it once we get you a new one.
No,
then
but
you can.
I also want to be real, right? Like that's part of like us as you know, what we're doing is we're real, right? We're not gonna sugarcoat things. We're not just gonna be like, oh yeah, this is going phenomenally, because honestly, it's not. There's a lot of times I'm sitting here banging my head against the wall because I'm trying to do production. But that's why this is so important to have people and advocates, and even the people sitting in our ears are just trying to calm me down because I'm so upset, and just like, hey, just take a breath. Let's find some puppy pictures. And I'm trying very hard not to just like go off on the deep end and yell at them, because they're not the problem. And I don't want to project my anger in the wrong place. So it's like, I'm not angry at them. I'm angry at myself. And so that's...
Is this your way of apologizing to the voice in my head, Torben?
I'm sorry, voice in your head.
You're forgiven. I forgive you. Voice in my head. Do you forgive him?
I can't hear her, so I don't know.
More or less, yes. You're forgiven. We would like some additional compliments over the next week.
Okay.
And puppy pictures.
And puppy. I mean, I have lots of puppy pictures. You know, that's
Thank you. We just need some puppy pictures.
Hey, Bernie.
Compliments.
Bernie, calm down, buddy. Like, no one knows any of that. Shh.
But yeah, also just a note that it looks like there are some packet loss internet issues in your area per our social media person.
This has actually been going on for quite a while. I've been dropping connection on my computer quite frequently. It's not just my area. It's not just today either. It's literally been this is a thing that I've been struggling with for over a week now. So I don't know what's going on, and I like it's random and intermittent, and I don't know when it's going to happen. It just happens. So either way, so like back to what we're talking about, you know, mental health, and that's what we're going to be focusing on for the next couple episodes. So we've actually lined up some really cool people to be on with us. and talk through a lot of the stuff with us. And it's like I said, very important to recognize and address mental health issues as an overall. Find professional help, get people to work with you, and have a support structure and circle that can help to make sure that you can maintain not just yourself, but help maintain others. Because just sometimes having someone to talk to can help alleviate the stress of just dealing with stuff in general. So these are some links that we got from one of our very good friends who's a huge mental health advocate, and our Tim bot is going to post them as well.
Tim bot.
And I'm rolling with it. Like,
I like it, man. I like it.
Our Tim bot is gonna be constantly making sure that we are staying on top of things. Thanks, Tim bot. Super appreciate you. Actually, I want to shout out all of our mods and all of the support structure that we do have. You guys have been doing a phenomenal job helping us produce the show. From Plant, who has been doing our video editing, to Tim, who's been killing it with being here every single week, helping to support the show and make sure that we actually have a mod in chat. Bernie doing community management for it. Chavi being the wonderful person that you are and helping.
Voice in my head. Stop it.
Voice in your head. That is doing phenomenal work for us on the back end, and all of our other interns and social media people that we do have coming in and helping to support and build this out with us and help us grow this channel in the direction that we have, because we really feel very strongly and passionately about what we're doing, and we couldn't do this without you guys, honestly. Like, we would be overworked and we would just be doing this once a month. We wouldn't be doing this multiple times a month. So thank you very much. Honestly, thank you. And Amanda, I haven't forgot about you. Like, you being the awesome, amazing person that you are and helping to build out this channel means a lot to me, right? Because this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and being able to have this platform and work with someone of your caliber who's able to see the value and help grow and build this is phenomenal. I can't even say how appreciative I am to just have you working with me on this and growing this, company. And like, I never thought I would do this, to be honest. I never thought I'd be able to do this.
Getting real emotional.
I'm sorry.
Think about possibly tearing up.
Wow.
But
wow.
I don't know how to do that, so I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. I see how it is.
I echo all those sentiments, Torben. You know that. I never thought about doing anything like this. And I actually wanted to get back into being a professor at my alma mater where I got my MBA. And to me, this is just as good, if not better. My only goal is to teach people and help people, and this is what you've allowed us to do. I don't know how to do OBS. We all know that. I couldn't run the show by myself. We all know that. So wouldn't be possible to happen without you, for sure. Hands down. So we got some cool shit coming up, man. We have a whole month of mental health where we will have different mental health professionals, different mental health content creators. It's so important. So this is just going to be a focus of ours. For those of you who missed it in the beginning, we now have an intro. What?
We do.
We spent our Sunday, fun day, on a call, messing up intros. So you'll probably see what do they call it?
Bloopers.
The bloopers. Thank you.
Yeah.
English.
Most likely.
Bloopers. By the way, I don't speak any other languages, but just English. We'll get to see the bloopers. We have a new intro, which is amazing, which actually alleviates a lot off of Torben, which ties into mental health. It's really stressful for him to start the show, run the production in the beginning, and not fucking monster speed through the intro where half the sentences make no sense. And I'm excited for you to never have to do that again. Don't look at me like that. You know what I'm talking about. We were running through ones and he would say things and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. But I knew what you meant, but it doesn't make sense. So we got an intro. Our outro is going to be done. Plant, right?
Plant. We love you, Plant.
And that way we never miss talking about our sponsors. That's super big for us. These guys have done amazing and treated us so well. We want to do the same to make sure that, they're getting the recognition that they deserve. Wait.
We need shot call stickers. Like, that's the next thing we need. So guys, if you're in chat, shot call, get us stickers. It's hilarious.
Like a
I love
shirt,
getting
like a
stickers.
cute shirt.
Bro, I would take a shirt in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying?
Yeah. I like it. So yeah, I don't do anything for my own mental health, which is probably not the best thing.
Why not?
Dude, I'm like an Italian New Yorker, and I'm just like strong, and I have very thick skin, and like, not to say I'm perfect, but personally, things just like roll off my back a lot. Like, I'll have a difficult conversation, and then the conversation's over, and I like self-regulate back. I don't know, like, it's really weird. People always think I'm like overcompensating, or I hide like how I feel. But for me, I just don't take a lot of things so, I don't know the word, like, personally to heart.
I recently started going to counseling because I found out that I needed to figure out not just how to manage myself, but my 4-year-old. And because he was going through a lot of problems. And so I was trying to figure out how to manage myself when around him. So I started going to counseling and just trying to work through a lot of these issues, as far as like how to self-regulate. And the reason why I bring this up is I scored an 8 out of 10 on the trauma scale.
Wait, is that a good score? No. Okay. We don't want it high. We want it low.
The counselor asked me specifically, I don't know how you're sitting in front of me and not in jail.
Like you would have murdered someone, or?
Well, because normally people who score on that kind of scale aren't functioning and aren't functional people of society. And so it's just, and the reason why is because I ticked a bunch of different boxes, and it was just different things that happened throughout my life and stuff that's like I've had to figure out ways to get around and how to manage my different emotions. And so while it sounds bad, I just found it freaking hilarious. Like, I was laughing my ass off because my brother had the same thing, and we're both two of the most like super normal people for the most part. But yeah, it was, I wanted to share that because I laughed, and I was talking to her the other day, and we were just like, we were talking about various different things, and she's like, I'm pleasantly surprised at how well you can regulate yourself sometimes, because I see you doing the processes in your head of bringing yourself back to center. And I'm like, it's not easy though, especially with that whole interaction we just had. Like I even told you guys, hey, I need a minute, right? I need a second, because I realize I'm going to start going down a path that's going to be destructive, and I can recognize that sometimes.
Yeah, and it's good to be able to recognize that and kind of like regulate yourself back. Like for me, I have routine. So I'm like very regimented in my routine, even though I work several jobs and have this talk show and own a company. I work out every single day because it mentally helps me.
Yeah.
I eat the same stuff because it regulates my day to day. So when things are a little off, I just kind of go back. I like watch my Law and Order every night. That's what I do. So like I have my little things that when I get, like yesterday was really overwhelming for me work-wise, and I just have, it just is what it is. But when you have that structure and you understand how to like bring yourself back, it honestly helps a lot. So it's really good to be able to know. And someone like me, I work from home full time no matter what. Torben, I know you sometimes go to an office. I know COVID's like weird right now.
Yeah,
but...
I mean, we have an office. I like socializing with my coworkers. Call me weird.
Yeah. No, totally. And it's just like a weird adjustment, especially as all being stuck at home. You can't go to an office if you want to. You can't go to a bar or beach if you wanted to. Then being stuck with children, and not to get personal for you, but like you have a child who's also, it's a tricky situation. Like it's mentally challenging.
Yep.
I think for anyone.
I went from not being a parent to, in the past 11 months, being a parent of a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
So it's been a very interesting transition from not being anything to not wanting kids to not having kids to bam, having a kid. And it's, in a lot of ways, I'm going to say that it's been super crazy frustrating, but it's also been super interesting to see how he develops and what he picks up. And here's why I say that. We're in the car the other day, and he said yeet when he first got here with us, and I was like, okay, whatever, you know. But he said yoit, and I'm like, what's yoit? And he's like, I don't know. I was like, did you mean yeet? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, what's yeet? And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, why do you say it? He's like, reasons. I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, where the fuck did this kid learn gamer logic? Like, seriously? And then I realized, wait, he's picking that up for me. Son of a bitch. Because
exactly what you say, though.
I say
That's
reasons.
Exactly how you talk.
I say reasons, and he said it with the same inflection in the same way that I do. And I'm like,
that's so funny.
Damn it, I'm teaching him, but I'm teaching him in the right direction, I guess. I don't know.
Oh my God, that's amazing. So to get super personal, Torben, do you see this shrink counselor regularly? Is it as needed regularly?
No,
so how often
it's once a week.
Go?
I actually saw her today.
Okay. That's awesome. That's really good.
So it's like when the reasons why I see her is because I'm trying to figure out how to do stress management, right? So stress management, and then also especially during events. During events, it is like take the most stressful situation you've ever been in and compound that by 10. That's an event, because you have everything that could possibly go wrong going wrong all the time. So you're in a constant state of chaos nonstop, and because of that, oh, shut up, Kevin. They are super stressful. Freaking don't even make me ban you. What the crap? I know he's messing with me. So events in them themselves are literally just, and this is what most people don't realize. If you're running the event, you're going 1,000,000 miles a minute nonstop, and you can never turn off. For that 72 hours, you are live the whole time. Doesn't matter what's going on. If something breaks, you are the person they call to fix it, right? That's how events work. And so I got to a place where I was like, I could not manage my stress level so well that I had a mental break. And because I had a mental break, I then had to figure out how to refocus and rebuild from that. And that's why I seek counseling, because I talked to my wife about it. I was like, listen, I can't do this. Like, I have to have someone to help me get the tools I need in order to manage my own stress on the event side, because it was so incredibly overwhelming for me. And I'd never been put in that situation to where I was like, I need someone to, from an outside perspective, who's not a friend, who's not a coworker, to tell me what I'm doing wrong so I can fix it. And that's basically why I go to counseling.
I think that's amazing. And for me, I go to counseling. There's no joke about that. But I do it personally on an as needed basis. So instead of something regular, because I learned that like I get awkward when there's nothing to talk about, and then I just pay her $190 an hour to just sit there and bullshit. So I personally do it on an as needed basis. And what in the actual fuck is that? What is it?
They said they want an ASMR whistle.
Oh, is that what that is?
I don't know.
What in the fuck? Anyway, I go for work assistance when I have stressful things with work I need to make big decisions on, and relationships. Those are the only things I see my shrink for. And boy, does it work fucking wonders.
I mean, but so you've already been self-regulating, right? So you already have that. Chats is like, what just happened?
No.
Watch DreamHack Plays tomorrow, you understand. Anyways, moving on. So you already have started to build that tool set, whereas me, I never had that tool set. I was building my own tool set based off of what I needed when it was required at the time. So and something that, you know, our the voice in the head just said is it's okay not to be okay. And that's completely true. It's something that people should definitely say to themselves when they are going through struggles and having emotional problems, because recognizing you have a problem and recognizing that you need help and then seeking that help is powerful, because you then can, again, self-regulate. You're already doing that. You already have your regimen in place to regulate. I've just been going as is, right? I've been building my tool set from a hodgepodge of things through my life because I didn't know any better. And it wasn't until I had my breaking point that I was like, holy shit, I need help, right? And that it was like one of those light bulb moments of, I absolutely need help. I need someone to help me understand what I need to do better.
Yeah, and a big thing for me is having to make a lot of big decisions. I stress on it a lot. And one thing I'm working on is it's okay to make a decision and then also change your mind once you've made a decision. Like a big thing for me is like, I want to make the right decision the first time. I never want to change my mind. And I've just had to learn that that's okay to change your, like, to me, I see changing your mind as like weakness. And I'm a strong, independent woman and I don't have no weaknesses, but that's something I really need to get over because like, it's okay.
There's nothing wrong with being a strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing whatsoever. There's also nothing wrong with doing things that help you grow as a person, and develop. Like it. That's why, you know, I've grown as much as I can, or as much as I have, because I've talked to my boss and I take the feedback from the people that give it to me very seriously. So when someone gives me a piece of feedback, I will be my worst enemy. And that's actually sometimes detrimental to me, because I will go back through thousands of conversations I've had with that person and go, okay, where did I fuck up? And I will just literally just go through these cycles. And I found out that that's destructive, right? So one thing, even today, when I was explaining that to, you know, my therapist, she said, instead, go talk to the person, right? Work with them and walk through that and why you're struggling. And I'm like, that's hard for me to do. I don't know how to do that, but that's something that she challenged me. So now I have to go see if I can do it.
Oh yeah, dude, that's so awesome. That's amazing. I'll give a super personal example since there's only 13 of us in here right now.
14
people. I ended my relationship with the Timbot a month or so ago, and that was super hard. I went to lots of therapy sessions, so thank you for that shit. And my biggest thing is I didn't want to change. I never wanted to change my mind. I look down on people that change their mind because I'm so elitist sometimes, and that's also something I'm working on. And guess fucking what? I changed my goddamn mind. My life didn't explode, and everything's okay. Like, nothing has changed. Like, everything's fine. So I think that's a good example for you, Torben, to just do the damn thing. Like, nothing bad will happen. It's okay.
Yeah.
Enlighten like a lamp. Oh god, this chat. What do we do with these people?
Why
do we know these people?
I don't know, man. Like, sometimes I wonder, like, this is the scary part is this is that our core audience at this point that's just started to become the loyalists that are just like sticking around. And I know Plant's here just to make fun of us.
Love you guys, man.
And it's entertaining just to watch what he says some of the time, like just in general. Yeah, and Bernie exists. Actually, hilariously enough, mods are talking more than anyone else is.
Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that.
No. Do we have too many mods? That's the question. Do we have too many mods?
We don't have too many mods. What do you mean too many mods?
Can I get a t-shirt that says loyalist? Absolutely. You can go buy it on Amazon.
That's amazing. Yeah, Ted, you deserve that for sure.
Nerds.
Oh, I love it.
So,
I love it.
That being said, there has been talks. I don't know if you knew this or not, Amanda, that people were starting to ask for merch from us, and I'm like, why? Like, I saw that there's been requests for some merch, and so I don't know if we should look into that, to be honest.
I'm open as long as my face is on at least half of them.
Oh wow,
I'm fine with that.
Wow. Okay, we're just gonna have, like, I'm gonna put it on the back of the t-shirt so that every time you're walking away, you have to see your face. But you playing with your hair, like literally, it's just gonna be like a hair counter, and you playing with your hair constantly. So it's just gonna be a bunch of pictures of Amanda playing with her hair all over the place. Also, can we get a hair counter in chat? How many has she done this session? I haven't been keeping count.
At least like 37. At least 37.
Raise his hand.
Oh my gosh, Ted says my t-shirts are the best. You guys, can I have a story time? I have a story time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna tell this one? Got it. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell this story. This is the most embarrassing story, and if my business partners were in here, they'd probably be like, Amanda, what is actually wrong with you. So because I work from home and I'm rarely on video chat with my video on, I really don't think about my attire. My goal is to not dress like a hooker during the day. Perfect, solid, I got it. So I go into this call on Friday as a wrap-up call with Ted and his head of marketing to do a wrap-up for this large campaign we did for them, that they're so generous to work with AMG and trust us with their money and their brand and everything. And my shirt says, the boobs are real, the smile is fake. And I didn't realize I wore this shirt on the call. And I'm just going through my videos on, I'm doing whatever. No one says anything. I get on the phone with Ted after, and he's like, you know, he was wondering about your shirt. And I looked down and I was like, holy mother of God, what is wrong with me? I was so mortified. And I was like, dude, just tell him it was a joke. Just tell him I didn't mean it. But TLDR, I just wore the shirt and I shouldn't have. And it was embarrassing. I don't think anything's happened from this, but that was bad. So kids, watch what you wear on your business calls. Mind you, I own part of this company. I'm so embarrassed. So embarrassed. Very disappointed in myself. But Ted was fantastic. Nothing happened, obviously, but like
nothing happened. That's what I heard.
And
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Boobs. The words on it, all you could see was the boobs. That's it. You couldn't even see the rest of the freaking shirt. I was beside myself.
That's it's awesome. Honestly, like, I mean, so actually, let's take a step back. How many industries can you work in that you can do that and get away with it? Exactly. There's not many. That's my point. That's
not many.
That's my
not
point.
Many.
Yeah. Anyways,
really
no.
Can't. Porn, you could do that in porn, but anyway.
Okay.
I digress.
We're not. No.
Let's
bring
it back. Let's bring it back.
Let's circle back. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the voice in their head is saying circle back. We're drifting. That's
exactly
what's
happening.
Shifting. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, back to mental health. So with this, the next couple episodes, we're going to be bringing on a couple different people. Next week, we actually have someone lined up who is a very well-known mental advocate. I don't know if she's practicing per se, as far as like actually has her license, but I know that she's been one of the main people in the community of streaming that has helped to push a lot of agendas and make sure that people are okay. She actually runs a mental health talk show. I'm not going to tell you who she is, but I'm just going to tell you it's a she. And you're just going to have to come next time and see. She'll be on as part of our next segment to talk about mental health. Tony Robbins is not Tony Robbins. Why would you think it's Tony Robbins, Plant? Like WTF.
No,
Seriously.
absolutely not.
And then after that, it's not Dr. Phil Everett. No, it's not Tony Robbins. What?
Oh,
okay.
She was Dr. Phil.
It's not Dr. Phil. I would never have that man on the show.
That's rude.
Why?
Because I love him.
Okay, you can love him all you want. Oprah. I would love Oprah. Yes. Absolutely. 2000% would love Oprah. 100%. Like Oprah would be on in a heartbeat. But we're also going to be reaching out to other mental health advocates as well. You know, we have connections into a few people that we're going to be talking to, trying to get some more people on that we can actually have.
I like it. Yeah, we'll be announcing the new people we have on. But what would be great is if one of our fantastic mod bots could plug those mental health resources again.
Timbot. It's just Timbot now. Timbot. Space Jam is real.
Had Crazy Puck Bot also.
We don't have Crazy Puck. We just have Timbot. We're actually just now going to make a command that's around Is that? Oh, we got Ghostbot, and Timbot.
Oh snap!
All right, now it's a race. Okay, so
Battle
guys, so next steps. If you do need help with any kind of mental health, or if you're struggling right now, or if you need, support, please click on those links, find some help, because it is very important that you keep that. And also, Munchkin Doom, welcome to the stream, my girl. How are you? Like, thank you for that host. Yeah. So anyways, back to that, if those links aren't enough for you, please let us know. We're more than happy to help you find the mental health advocates or people that you need in order to get the support you need. Our Discord's always open. We're always here for everyone. We are a very open and welcome community. We want to educate and help everyone grow. That is the focus that we have here. So please don't feel shy. And if you are shy for whatever reason and feel nervous about talking, you're more than welcome to DM one of our mods or even ourselves. We're all very open about, you know, how to help with mental health and things like that. We never want anyone to feel like they're alone. You're not. There is a support community here to help you, and just know that you always have people that are willing to listen.
I think that kind of wraps it up for today. Obviously, typically we usually have our content creator go a bit longer.
Yeah.
Also, how are we liking the new time? I know most of the chat is our own people, but like the time feels good. My energy feels like a little different.
I'm a little weird. It's not morning, so I'm absolutely not like as crazy amped up on coffee as I normally am. So it's definitely a little bit more mellow tempo for me. Just in general. So I would say that for me, this time works out a lot better, especially with my schedule and the stuff that I'm working on. But we're definitely we might continue to tweak the schedule just a tiny bit, guys, here and there as we need to, because we are still trying to find that sweet spot for us and figuring out what the best is for both the community and for the people we're working with, just across the board. So don't be mad at us if we have to switch it up just one more time. We are, like I said, we're trying to find that sweet spot. We're going to try a few different times. I think this time we're going to do for the next month. Shush. We're going to keep this time right now for now, right? But don't be surprised if it has to change, because both Amanda and I are very, very busy. And so because of that, we can't always make everything work all the time. So we're trying to find that sweet spot, like I said, to where we can get the guests that we need to on, along with making sure that we have, you know, good content for you guys and it's not boring. Like, that's ultimately what we're looking. We don't want boring content.
True. This is true.
This is true.
Awesome. Well, soon we'll have an outro, but
Soon.
I would like to thank our amazing sponsor,
Soon.
Blue Microphone.
Soon.
Our issues are not from our equipment. They are from Torben's production, and we're figuring it out. So
Yeah,
I just don't want people to think it's reflective of the equipment.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure what it is, but
I know. We'll get
just
it
know
figured
that
out.
we're working on it, and we're working to make it so that the show is more fluid. You know, that I'm not going to play the flute, Bernie. Sorry, but it's not going to happen. Nope. My bus is might drive over my computer. Please drive over my computer so I can get a new one and I can justify it and tell my work that they need to buy me a new computer, but you know, whatever. All right, guys.
I like it.
Cool. You want to shout out our sponsors one last time?
I literally just said Blue Mic, man.
I wasn't paying attention.
This fucking man. All right. Rest of this month, we got mental health people on deck. Next week, we're going to have a really cool guest on before we jump into mental health. So stay tuned. Obviously, check out our Twitter. We put updates there. And we actually are looking for a couple positions for our internship program that we will be posting on Twitter as well. So take a look. Stay tuned. I'm just talking to our fucking group at this point. There's like no other people in here, but I love it. Shout out to our sponsors. Blue Mic sets it up so fat. I love it. I love the shit, man.
Fatty.
I do. And Shot Call, we're going to have those guys on very soon. I'm not going to say when, but they're going to be on doing some rad shit. So thank you guys so much. And yeah, we'll catch you next week.
We will be announcing our guests on Sunday.
No.
So.
No.
I
don't know. I'm just joking.
We're going to be announcing our guests on Sunday. So if you want to be on the lookout for that, please be on the watch out, because that's what we're doing. So, you know, if you find a funny clip from stuff that we do, please clip it, send it our way. If you just want to make fun of us on social media, like Sharky does, wherever freaking hell you are, you know, if you ever find him, I'm gonna murder him. 100%.
Love it.
Anyways, have a good one, guys. We're out.
Can't wait for that outro. I'm excited.
What outro? We don't have an outro.
We're going to have one. We're going to have one.
No, we're not going to have one.
Yeah, we are.
No,
Lance said he was going to give us one.
Is he though?
He said, what do you mean is he? Of course he said.
You know we're still live, right?